Hi, I'm Joe. I'm in the service department at Otus. I'm going to show you how to fit your helmet and troubleshoot any problems you might find in the different helmets that we find on the market today.
Alright, we prefer these hard plastic lined helmets. This is one of your more famous manufacturers. You'll see that the snap lock system really adheres, it's just pretty much permanent. You could peel it off if you wanted to, but I don't think you'll find the need. Also, it adheres to the back. Any of the detailing on the helmet, it does stick really well to it. So we do prefer, and you'll find that it's easier to use a helmet that's the foam is lined in the harder plastic. At Otus, we're not asking you to buy a new helmet. Otus will work just fine with your existing helmet. Some of the helmets, this foam gets a little dirty and oiled. We like you to trim off just an outside layer of that foam to make it new foam. Otus snap-on will stick really well to the section of the helmet. You'll notice in this helmet it's already been prepared on this side. This side still needs to be trimmed just slightly to give it a more level seating area so you can seat the speakers and they point directly at the ear so you have a better sound quality. We highly recommend that you do shave off a little bit whether you need to level the speaker or not. The Otus will stick much better to it, the snap lock system. I'm going to show you another helmet that has a very similar design, but it's flat. Now, this is a new helmet. It does not need to be trimmed, but if you have an older helmet and this section in here gets dirty, these sections here, you do need to come in with your X-Acto knife and just trim a little bit. It comes right off. It's really easy to do. It's paper thin, gives you a nice clean surface to adhere your snap lock to. I'm going to show you another famous maker helmet that has a definite beveled edge. This is to save weight, it's for styling, but we do need to come in and trim it straight, and it does not have to be very wide. It can be a very thin section in here. The snap lock system will stick to it. I'm only talking about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch wide. It does not have to be very wide as this X-Acto knife handle, and that will cover that just fine. The snap lock will stick to it and you should not have any problems. You'll notice there's plenty of room on the back to decide where you would like to attach your snap lock for your MP3 or your Bluetooth system. Finally, this helmet has the hard plastic. You cannot trim this one, but you do need to prepare it, and it does have a very small area on the inside. The snap lock system will seed to this. I prefer on something small like this, you go ahead and firmly press the snap lock in place, and once you put your speakers onto that, please do not try to remove the speakers for at least 24 hours. Just go ahead and leave them in place so you allow the glue on the back of the snap lock to adhere. Okay, now that you've got your snap lock in place in both ears here, I'm going to show you how we like to put our speakers on. And we like to put them with the tails to the back. Just come on around and place your tails to the back. And I like to take the pigtail section of the wiring and I like to tuck it in through the back of the adjustment for the helmet. That way you can tuck these out of the way and you won't have them in your way. Anyways, we pull the pigtail out, make sure this is all nice and clean and out of your way. And these speakers will never interfere with putting your helmet on or taking it off. They're completely out of the way. Now at this point, we want to go ahead and stick our MP3 player on, and you'll see it just snaps right into place. It's on there. We go ahead and plug in the speakers to the MP3 player, and it's ready to go. We prefer the MP3 players that have the touch, feel buttons so we can go forward and backwards, play and pause, and turn it on and off from the outside. And that's how you adhere your MP3 player and your speakers to your helmet.